His objective and his commitment is to bring transparency and truth back to government, to share the truth even when it's hard to hear.
Back here in Washington, the Republican-led House voted today to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress. Now, the move comes after Garland refused to turn over audio of President Biden's interview with investigators in his classified documents case.
Concerned that someone might try to gain influence with the president by buying his son's art.
I can tell you that after careful consideration, a system has been established that allows for Hunter Biden to work in his profession within reasonable safeguards.
First reported by the Washington Post, the administration has made an agreement with the gallery not to reveal buyers' names to anyone, including Hunter Biden or the White House.
Were we not told that they had an ethics agreement, that Hunter would not know the people that purchased his art?
This is another major lie that Joe Biden's told the American people. The White House said they had an agreement in place to provide maximum ethics. We really thought they probably had something in place. It probably wasn't worth the paper that it was written on, but we were shocked to learn from George Burgess in the transcribed interview that he's never even heard from anyone from the White House.
Joe, they're calling you a corrupt politician.
Nobody.
President Trump, I want to stay on
There are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plant. They have said that this has all the five former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage.
Now to the president's son, the first witness taking the stand in Hunter Biden's federal gun trial. The prosecution entering Hunter Biden's laptop as evidence.
Isn't it true that the FBI verified the laptop's authenticity in November of 2019 by matching the device number against Hunter Biden's iCloud account?
Yes, that's correct.
You mean the laptop is now another Russia hoax?
Right.
You have to be kidding. Here we go again with Russia.
The mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million. What did he do to deserve it?
New developments tonight in the Biden family business probe. The House Oversight Committee releasing a memo that details bank records of alleged payments to the Biden family and its business associates from Russia, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan.
The memo appears to reveal millions coming from Ukrainian energy firm Burisma, where Hunter Biden served on the board. Russian oligarch Yelena Baturina is one of the richest women in Russia. She allegedly scored a dinner with then Vice President Biden at D.C.'s swank Cafe Milano, but only after sending millions to Hunter Biden's business partners. The White House ducked when asked how Baturina dodged sanctions earlier this year.
I'm not speaking to individual persons.
He got $3.5 million.
It is not true.
Oh, really?
Mr. President. My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China.
House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer says 3 Biden family members received $1 million indirectly from the Chinese company HK Limited, which reportedly has ties to the Chinese Communist Party.
And this money was parceled out over 3 months, 15 different tranches, to disguise it so that it didn't look like what it was, which was a bribe from China.
They say, well, this money is from a loan. Ordinarily, they would have documentation of that. The bank examiner notices that. He tells his colleagues. He also says this is a high-risk situation. What's happening here? This looks like money laundering.
First of all, I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period.
It's been reported, and you have said that there were occasions when Joe Biden would call in with clients present on a speakerphone.
Right.
How many times do you think that happened?
I mean, over a 10-year partnership, I would, the number I'm going with is 20. That's probably the amount that I kind of reckon. Yeah, a lot.
And what I will do is the same thing we did in our administration. There'll be an absolute wall between personal and private and the government.
You have met Joe Biden, isn't that correct?
Correct.
In fact, you had a meeting with Joe Biden, isn't that correct?
2 of them.
We proved today that Joe Biden lied during his presidential campaign in 2020, and he continues to lie today.